Welcome back to my channel JBR Online Classes. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon.
Hello everyone, so today I am going to start exercise 7b from the book of Enchant. So here number 1, what percent of a day is the time duration of 3 hours? Okay, so that means in a day, that means 24 hours. So 3 hour out of 24 hours. So 3 by 24 into 100, and that equal to 12 whole 1 by 2%. Now number 2, about 67% of a human body's total weight is water. If Aparna's weight 70 kg, how much of the weight is the water? So here the Aparna's weight equal to 70 kg and 67% is the water, that means 67% of 70 kg. So 70 into 67 by 100, and that equal to 46.9 kg. Now sum number 3, a person's salary increased from 7200 to 8100. So previous salary equal to 7200 and the new salary equal to 8100. Now to find out the increase percentage, you have to just apply the formula here. New salary minus previous salary divided by previous salary into 100. Okay, that means you know the profit and loss formula. Here the formula of profit equal to SP minus CP by CP into 100. Same formula you can apply here. New salary minus previous one divided by the original into 100. So that equal to 12 whole 1 by 2%. Sum number 4. A fruit seller had some apples. He sells 40% apple and still has 420 apples. So he sells 40% apples. That means the remaining percentage equal to 100 minus 40, and that equal to 60%. Now you have to find out how many apples did he originally have. So according to the problem, as the remaining percentage equal to 60%, and it's also given the remaining number of apples that equal to 420. Okay, so total apples into 60%, that means 60% of total apple that equal to 420. So total apples equal to 420 into 100 by 60, and that equal to 700. So 700 is the total number of apples. Now number 5, a water pipe is cut into 2 pieces. The longer piece is 70% of the length of the pipe. How much percentage is the longer piece longer than the shorter piece? So the longer pipe is 70% of the length, that means it definitely the shorter piece is 30% of the length. Now the required percentage is 70 minus 30 by 30 into 100. Okay, as you have to find out the longer price longer than the shorter price, so that's why in the denominator you have to write down the shorter price percentage. So here 40 by 30, and that equal to 400 by 3%. Now sum number 6. If a number is increased by 20% and the resulting number is again increased by 20%, what percentage is increased? So let the number be 100. After 20% increase, it will be 120. Then again 20% increase, it will be 120 into 100 plus 20, that means 120 by 100, and that equal to 144. So final increase equal to 144 minus 100, and that equal to 44%. Now next one, sum number 8. For sum number 8, if the price of petrol be raised by 20%, then what is the percentage by which a car owner must reduce its consumption so as not to increase his expenditure on petrol? So here let the price of 100% petrol be rupees 100. Okay, remember that. After increase 20%, the new price will be 120. That means now the price of 100 liter petrol equal to 120. So in rupees 120, he got 100 liter petrol. In rupees 1, he got 100 by 120 liter. And in rupees 100, he got 250 by 3 liter. So reduced percent in the previous, he got 100 liter petrol out of rupees 100. And now in the present day, in rupees 100, he got 250 by 3 liter. So the reduced percentage equal to 100 minus 250 by 3, and that equal to 50 by 3%. Sum number 9. In an examination, 1100 boys and 900 girls are appeared. 50% of the boys and 40% of the girls are passed in the examination. So total boys equal to 1100. and pass percentage equal to 50%, that means definitely the failed percentage equal to 100 minus 50, that equal to 50 also. So number of failed boys equal to 1100 into 50, and that equal to into 50%, that equal to 550. So as same as total girls equal to 900, pass percentage is 40%, it's given. So failed percentage equal to 60%. So number of girls failed equal to 450. Now you have to find out what is the percentage of the candidate who failed. So first you have to find out the total failed percentage. Number of boys equal to 550 who failed, and number of girls equal to 540. So total failed percentage equal to 550 plus 540 and divided by the total student. So here the total student equal to 1100 plus 900, and then multiply with 100 to find out the percentage. So that's why 1090 is the failed student divided by 2000 into 100, and that equal to 54.5%. So 54.5% is the final answer. Now sum number 10. A candidate who scores 30% fail by 5 marks, while another candidate who scored 40% marks get 10 more than the minimum pass marks. What are the minimum pass marks required to pass? So let the total marks equal to x. The first candidate scored 30%, that means x into 30%, that equals 3x by 10. And second candidate score 40%, so x into 40%, and that equal to 4x by 10. Now here the condition is the first candidate who scored 30% fail by 5 marks. That means if you add 3x by 10 with plus 5, then you will got the pass marks. And the second one who got 10 more than pass marks. That means if you subtract 10 from 4x minus 10, then it will be also the pass marks. Okay, for the first candidate he need 5 marks to pass. For the second candidate he will lose 10 marks to pass. That means he got 10 marks more than the pass marks. So here according to the problem, 3x by 10 plus 5 equal to 4x by 10 minus 10. Both are equal to the pass marks. So from that equation you will get x equal to 150. Okay, now you have to find out the minimum pass marks. To find out the minimum pass marks, so here 4x minus 10 minus 10, you can easily put down the value of x in any equation. You can also put down the left hand side equation or the right hand side equation. So here 4x by 10 minus 10, and that equal to 50. So 50 is the minimum pass marks. Sum number 11. Sum number 11 is the last sum in this exercise. So please subscribe my channel and please press the bell icon for the notification, and please share this video with your friends. So here the last one, 11. Out of his income, Mr. Raj spent 20% on house rent and 70% on the 70% of the rest on household expenditure. So first let total income be rupees x. So 20% for house rent, that means x into 20 by 100, that equal to 2x by 10. Now next thing is you have to find out the remaining money. Why? As 70% of the rest money. So first you have to find out the rest money. So here x minus 2x by 10, and that equal to 8x by 10. Okay. Now household expenditure is the 70% of this one. So 8x by 10 into 70 by 100, and that equal to 56x by 100. Now again you have to find out the rest money. So that is the previous rest money. So 8x by 10 minus 56x by 10, 100, and that equal to 24x by 100. Okay. Now you have to find out if he saves 3600 per month, then what is the total income per month. So here that 24x by 100 is the money which is saved. So according to the problem, you can easily write down 24x by 100, that equal to 3600, and from that x equal to 15,000. So 15,000 is the total income.